Pretty much everyone knows Girl Scouts for our cookies, but we are way more than that.
2017 marks 100 years of Girl Scouts in Hawaii. We've had a rich history here, beginning with Queen Liliuokalani sponsoring our first troops, to a visit from First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt.
When Juliet Gordon Low started the Girl Scouts of America in 1912 in Savannah, Georgia, she wanted girls to go beyond what was expected for women of that generation.
Juliet Low was way ahead of her time, and she realized that women were in the house, kind of confined, didn't know anything about taking care of themselves, and she felt it was extremely important for young women to learn about confidence and character and being able to take care of themselves.
5 years later, in 1917, Florence Lowe, a teacher at Kamehameha School for Girls, and Mrs. Knott in Kaka'ako started 2 Girl Scout troops in Hawaii.
Florence got her paperwork into national first, so she became Troop 1. Troop 2, in the meantime, had sent a letter to Queen Liliuokalani asking if she would sponsor them. And so she sponsored both Troop 1 and Troop 2 in Hawaii. She wanted to make sure that people in Hawaii knew that it was okay to belong to Girl Scouts. And so she gave it kind of her approval, that it was an organization that helped people, and she liked that.
Early Girl Scouts learned to be self-sufficient and to believe they could do anything.
Outdoor activities were really popular because not too many first-generation families would take their kids camping. So this was a way for the girls to begin to appreciate the outdoors, learn together, to be a team, to look at how things are being done in the outdoors, and to learn by doing.
Today, Girl Scouts is the world's largest leadership development organization for girls, whose mission is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character, who make the world a better place.
Girl Scouts has been very good about seeing the needs of girls and the future, and then developing activities for girls to try to explore.
The core curriculum for Girl Scouts is leadership development, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy, and STEM. And the science, technology, engineering, math is an area where girls haven't performed as well as boys. So we put together STEM Camp, STEM Fest. We bring in professionals from all over to work with girls at these programs. And it's really opened up a lot of their eyes. We had a girl who was an intern at NASA this summer and wants to be a biomedical engineer because of her experience with Girl Scouts.
My troop is very encouraging and very empowering to each other, and just empowering to women, because it seemed like when I was in foster care, I just was taught that, women are only for specific things. They weren't as important as men, so it was really empowering to see astronauts as women.
Our activities are girl-led, meaning we get to decide what topics we're interested in, and we get to choose what project we want to do related to those topics.
We're in charge of making the decisions, which is different from how it is in any other extracurricular activity.
I think that's what's going to help them when they go out into business later on, whether they go to college, or that little bit of all of a sudden I've taken ownership of the direction that my life is going to take makes them feel a lot more confident about themselves.
When I went up to the STEM camp, there was a problem, and she's like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? And so I had to learn to think for myself, and that experience taught me that not every problem you have to go to someone else to fix it.
When you see that 72% of all female CEOs of Fortune 500 companies were Girl Scouts, 100% of all female secretaries of state, up until last year, 100% of all governors that were female, 92% of all astronauts were Girl Scouts. There's something there that's telling you, there's something about that program that stays with them. Even if they're only involved in it from kindergarten through 5th grade, it helped push them to a different level of leadership and willingness to try new things and just go beyond a little box. And I think that's what Girl Scouts is all about.
So it's been 100 years. How do we know Girl Scouts is still needed? Well, a 2016 study showed that Hawaii ranked 23rd in the nation for the well-being of girls ages 6 to 17. That study looked at the areas of economic well-being, physical and emotional health, risk behaviors, education, access to technology, and leadership activities.
For Hawaii to be 23rd in the nation, that's pretty bad. I mean, that's not a success story. And so that tells us we have a lot of work to do. I think the most disturbing thing to me was to see also the statistic about 11% of girls in Hawaii don't feel that sometimes are safe at school. That is not good, and that's something that I think that we have to really get together as a community and help empower these girls so that they don't become victimized in school, and so that if there's an issue, they know how to become a leader and take action on it as opposed to just being a victim.
I can take the lead. I'm running down this road. I'm stronger every day, and I want the world to know that.
These are the values on which our movement is built, and these will be the same values that will carry on for the next 100 years of Girl Scouting. When you invest in girls,
You invest in all of our futures.
Watch me shine.